What's up, Homo sapiens and circles, etc.? It is Dr. Magic Mushroom here with another one. 6.5 grams of golden teachers. That's a lot of magic mushrooms, for most people at least. What did I learn from the experience of taking 6.5 grams of golden teachers? Well, golden teachers taught me the value of buying stronger magic mushrooms next time. But jokes or facts aside, it was a very different high, and I would suggest it is more suitable for a first-time trip than other strains. Let's get into the trip, shall we? Preparation and setting. Indoors in my room, temperature and lighting control. Very safe environment with zero chance of ending up on 1,000 ways to die. Unless I manage to electrocute myself. That would be a shockingly short video. So, for prep and settings, 7 Hollywood logos out of 10. Dosage and consumption. 6.5 grams of golden teachers, which I distilled into a magic mushroom tea. Magic mushrooms never taste great, and by never taste great, I mean they taste like old sawdust mixed with some fresh dirt. By turning them into tea and removing the mushroom gunk, you almost make them palatable. Emphasis on almost. A video on how to brew magic mushroom tea soon to be made. Keep your eyes peeled. Overall taste and dosed, 5 Gordon Ramsays out of 10. The journey. So this strain of magic mushroom tea took a solid 2 hours to kick in. This is just my experience. Yours might be different. I began to worry that it was not going to work, as usually within 40 minutes I start to experience a major increase in mood and sudden drastic visual changes that dot both my visual field and the space when I close my eyes. This was unlike my other magic mushroom trips, especially considering what a high dose this was. The high was super slow and gradual. In fact, for the 2-hour period I barely noticed anything and soon relegated myself to a sober Saturday. However, when I closed my eyes and lay down, it hit. It damn hit. The usual mushroom patterns and colors appeared, and I was living in a 4K animation with spirals, geometric shapes, and shining lights. This high did not make me feel like listening to music, partying, or doing any highly entertaining activities. That's kind of an ironic pun. Instead, it was a slow, deep focused internal high, where I spent a wealth of time fully centered and present in the moment. The world around me did not dissolve as it usually does with other strains. However, it was more like a Ritalin hit. Instead of general muscle weakness and overly laughing like a fake audience sound, the high was grounded in reality. I did not tear up with joy or laughter. Instead, I was engaged in deep thinking. Sure, there were amazing visual patterns when I would close my eyes, but for the large part, I didn't desire distraction. I just wanted to be. Instead of feelings of extreme joy and overwhelming happiness, I was met with a more mellow, tempered high. Also, the out-of-body and time dilation effect was not as pronounced with golden teachers as with other strains. This was like becoming an adult. Sure, you have money to buy substances and get high, but they come with responsibilities. Normally, Magic Mushroom Land is like a primary school kid, full of life, curiosity, fun, and ADHD level energy. Overall, I would give the trip experience 7 rainbow-colored clouds out of 10. Visuals. The stuff that brings most people to use magic mushrooms. Visuals were weak in this strain and trip. That is not to say they were not present, rather they were mild. If Natal's super strength gave you the visuals of a Marvel movie with Thanos and the 5 Infinity Stones at once, this was more like some random guy on YouTube making a video that you're watching about magic mushrooms. You see what I did there? There's one major benefit to this lower effect though. For novice users, this strain is less likely to make you lose your grasp on reality. Its effects, at least for me, were very much like, oh damn, that's cool, and not, Jesus Christ, am I going to lose my mind? Sure, maybe I should make that a scale. Overall, visual score, 6 Harley Quinns. Audio. As I mentioned, I did not listen to my usual playlist designed for Magic Mushroom Land, and instead was silent for most of the trip. Thus, no audio score this time. Emotional and spiritual insights. Due to the trip truly bringing meaning to the term teacher in Golden Teacher, a lot of my insight was of a productive nature. For instance, in my mind's eye, I thought of a glowing YouTube channel where I could make reviews of different strains of magic mushrooms so that people can be informed, make educated choices, and have a guide and go in with some basic expectations. During my trip, my emotional state was focused. Spiritually, due to the silence, I was able to spend a good amount of time in quiet contemplation. Which sounds boring, but in fact it is the opposite. In today's anarchy-filled, clickbait, dopamine-sprawled world, we should relish the moments of peace. And it's for this reason that I do enjoy Golden Teachers. Also, it's going to be interesting when I make a YouTube short. Overall, emotional and spiritual insights get 8 Buddhas out of 10. Challenges and difficult moments. I did not experience any form of confusion or losing my sense of self and identity. The world did not melt, and I was largely functional. I use functional in quotation marks for obvious reasons, but still. There were no shocking emotions or colors or sounds, and all in all, a really smooth, pleasant, calm trip. For this rating, lower is better. Challenges and difficult moments, overall I would give it 3 Rubik's Cubes out of 10. Integration and takeaways. This video is the takeaway. The next trip I take with a stronger strain will follow this review format. This is a great strain for a first trip. Golden Teachers will guide, soothe, and calm you into a present state that gives you a taste of magic mushroom land without giving you food poisoning. I think due to its peaceful nature, Golden Teachers would be an excellent shroom to take when you just want to lie down, think about your life, and gather some motivation. Or in a situation where you want to process some form of emotional disturbance. So, who are Golden Teachers for then? You, if you have an open mind and want to experience a taste of the world inside. You, if you are scared to take the stronger stuff and want a controlled high experience. If it's your first time, I would suggest go low and slow, 2 to 3 grams, and see how you feel. Do not take a hero's dose the first time you take magic mushrooms, ever. Remember that 6.5 grams is beyond the hero's dose, but I am experienced and my sober state is largely entertaining and not terribly different from other states. Who is the strain not for? People who are seasoned mushroomers. I probably need a better word for that. And the other group of people who the strain is not for would be those who want to get the Wolf of Wall Street crawling on the floor high. Golden Teachers may not break the matrix, but they will make you want to attend school. Lastly, cray-cray factor. But before we get into that, a quick dose of boredom. I have a degree in medicine and a degree in surgery. However, this video is not intended to be medical advice or guidance. Always consult your doctor before making any changes to your mental health, especially when it comes to the use of psychedelics or any and all mind-altering substances. This video is for entertainment purposes only. So, on the cray-cray scale, these mushrooms are light. Unless you are incredibly sensitive and take too many, you should have a peaceful, grounded trip. I would say one of the lowest cray-cray mushrooms out there. So overall, on the cray-cray scale, 3 mental health hospitals out of 10. With that, dear viewer, my trip review of Golden Teachers comes to an end. If you want more videos like this, you know what you need to do. Thank you for watching, and I encourage open-mindedness, responsible use, and respectful discussions about psychedelics and compliance with local laws and guidelines. Psilocybin out. Oh, you know, subscribing and liking videos is just totally overrated. Who needs a supportive community and awesome content recommendations anyway? But hey, if you're feeling rebellious and want to go against the norm, go ahead and click those buttons, or don't and let the unicorn shed a single tear. Your call.